specific man is sitting around waiting for you. Women don't understand this, and I don't understand why, so I'm going to spell it out. You're going to be alone, and you're going to be very unhappy, even with all of your money and all of your success and all of your accolades.
What happened to men not being afraid to come and talk to you in person? Like, what happened to that?
It's on mute. Hey, hold on. Bitch, be quiet. Lot of niggas fake, so I'm moving in silence.
What is going on? What is going on? Wolfpack, who? Let's get it. Let's go. Listen, y'all. I got another video here. It's a video of modern women that are complaining that men won't approach. It looks like they've learned their lesson. They see that we don't care anymore. And it is on. It is what it is. Look. With no further ado, I'm going to get right into this one. You guys, I appreciate you guys smashing the like button and leaving a comment and sharing the video. Let's go.
To look at my friends and think maybe we took being single a bit too far. Maybe we cheered each other on in our singleness a bit too much. Some would even argue that maybe we took feminism too far, because I'm looking around the group and thinking, not even one wedding is on the horizon. Not even that it's not on the horizon. We are actually so single that we are at the point where I wouldn't even go into a shop and pick up an expensive dress and think, I'll save this for a wedding. Like, I cannot think of a single one of my friends who is nearing marriage.
Yeah, you heard it right. None of the women in her friend group are in a relationship or engaged.
And think, I'll save this for a wedding. Like, I cannot think of a single one of my friends.
Can we be surprised? That's modern women, man.
Who is nearing marriage. And as I said, for entirely selfish reasons, I'm just like, we're gonna need to rectify that, because I personally need to be at the weddings in my prime. I need to be at that open bar having my your name moment. Like, it just really does seem like something I'm gonna have to delve into in my 20s, and time is running out. Unfortunately, time is running out. 5 years down, like, we are gonna need the weddings to start rolling in. But as I said, I do believe that we have cheered each other's singleness on a bit too much, and I just don't know if I will be seeing a wedding before the decade is out, unfortunately, for me.
Guys, it's always funny to me how these ladies be in panic mode when they're about to hit 30. But the reality is, a lot of them open their eyes and look around and they notice that feminism, girl power crap haven't got them anywhere.
Maybe we...
Not just that, man. Look, they see the wall coming at 30. They don't care. They don't care until it comes crashing, until they go crashing right into it. It's like, but they know about it, man. They watch their looks slowly fade. They know.
We cheered each other on in our singleness a bit too much. Some would even argue that maybe we took feminism too far.
But if she's 25 now and she says she has 5 more years to hit 30, I guess, then yeah, she should be in panic mode. That wall is undefeated and fast approaching.
So I saw a panel of women essentially trying to make the argument that they're all beautiful, they're all well accomplished, intelligent, successful women, and they're having such a hard time finding men. And they don't understand why. Well, let me clear it up. Men who are in your exact shoes have plenty of women to select from, because they're not trying to find their equal. They're trying to find someone who's gonna be a good complement to what they've already got going on.
That's right. A woman that's gonna compliment him with some peace.
You, standing in their shoes of being successful, high income, all these other things, are looking for an equal, which means your choices are gonna be a lot slimmer. Not to mention, those men who you seek, you're not looking for any old man, you're looking for a specific man. And what are the odds that that specific man is sitting around waiting for you? Women don't understand this, and I don't understand why, so I'm going to spell it out. You're going to be alone, and you're going to be very unhappy, even with all of your money and all of your success and all of your accolades, because you're not understanding that if you want to be the one who goes out and gets all the stuff that you need in order to thrive in this economy, you're going to end up with a partner who's going to complement you. You're not going to end up with an equal. That's just the facts. And that's something that men understand very well. Why is it so hard for women?
And I don't know why these women think you need millions of dollars to be happy. Like, why do...
Well, the problem is they're competing with other women, and they're competing with whatever image that they're trying to be online and social media. So whatever the new Kim Kardashian group is, who's, flossing and trying to look like they have more than what they do online, then they've influenced all these women to do the same thing, which those rich people, they have money, but you know, they shouldn't be promoting that, but this is where they get it from. They don't really care. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care. They really think that they can get out here and do what they're propagandized to do, which is be Miss Independent, and get it out the mud, and then look for a man that's going to want a woman that got it out the mud and all the scars and the trauma that comes along with her. Absolutely not.
Your partner or husband got to be making the same amount of money as you or more.
Believe it or not, there used to be a point in time where I could have a roster. Yeah, a little starting five. I could do it. I could juggle it. I was having a good time. I felt fulfilled enough. It was cool. You know the old saying, what you can't get from one man, you can definitely get from five. Like, if you can't get 100% out of one, you can for sure get 20% out of five, give or take a couple. But nowadays, baby, I don't know who changed, me or them or both, but that can't happen today. It just can't. It's not even worth it anymore. It's not the 20%. It don't hit like it used to. Like, it's not even worth it anymore. It's not. I'd rather just. I don't even know at this point. All I know is I can't do that. At this point, it might be more cost efficient to just do 100% myself. Honestly, like, I can't even speak right. I can't even say it right. I'm sorry. Y'all know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't.
It's amazing to me how much these women are willing to.
Look, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, a woman having a roster, and then what happens is she gets worn out like this. And guess what she's going to do? Instead of doing like she said she's going to do and just staying by herself 100%, she's going to look for a man, a cleanup guy. She's worn out already. I mean, she's talking about back in the day. This woman looks like she's in her 20s. I told you, man, they get started early, man. And by the 25, 26, they act like they're a veteran. It's time to retire. It's about 20. They act like they've been 20 years in the game, Man, I'm telling you. When they start racking up, when that cooch start racking up miles, man, it aged like dog years. Yeah, that cooch be aging like dog years. Then it be aging the rest of the body. Let's go.
Overshare and expose themselves for not being girlfriend or wifey material or traditional women. I hope her future boyfriend or fiance sees this video of her explaining why she's bored with her rotation of many men.
Any man like that that's dating in real life knows that most of these women have not raised their standards to that much of a degree to where you need to be worried about finding a mate. We still got women, and I'm talking about fine women, lining up to be rated and told whether a man would smash or pass them. As many women as it is on the internet, and as many women as there are in real life who have genuinely raised their standards and who are actually expecting more, there's 3 times that amount of women who are still very much looking for that validation, okay? You're not looking in the right places, and you're setting your aims too high. But as far as pretty available women with low self-esteem and low standards, there's a plethora of them available in every city. Like, honestly, you're really, truly, you must not be looking.
What happened to men not being afraid to come and talk to you in person? Like, I feel like I run into men all the time who will, like, say something to their homeboy or, like, say something, a compliment loud enough for me to hear, not directly speaking to me, but just so I can hear it so I can say thank you, and that's, like, their way of knowing if they can come and talk to me or not. And I remember when I was younger, like, I gotta
pause it on this. Gentlemen, don't stop approaching these women, dude. Like, you see what she just said? Loud enough for me to hear so I can respond and all this. She shouldn't even responded to it if it bothered her that much, you know what I'm saying? To where she hasn't done so much to her that she's built an archetype off of it. I'm so tired of these women that do this. Listen, man, just because some guy says something like, you ain't got to respond, you can just keep it trucking. It's life. You know what I mean? You're going to get hit on. It's life. I get hit on by women all the time I don't find attractive. Just nobody wants to approach you. Nobody, for this reason right here, all this aggression and all this extra, and all this stuff, it manifests in the presence of the men. We can see it and we can feel it, man. Yeah, I don't know what y'all be thinking, a little bit of makeup, a little bit of lip gloss or whatever, and, it's whatever, man. It's such an ugly trait.
be in a group of 20 girls and the guy would not care. he would come part the Red Sea and come and get my number. Like, what happened to that? Where did that get lost? Did it get lost because of these dating apps? Like, I've never been on a dating app, and I will never be on one, just because I just don't feel like my man is on there. I feel like my man is going to see me in person. He's not going to be afraid. He's going to come and talk to me. Right? So, like, am I doing something wrong? Or,
Yes.
like, is that over with?
Your
Are
energy.
they just expecting us to come and talk to them? Like,
You're not
are y'all
worth
going to
approaching.
approach them?
Yeah, guys, these ladies are still wondering why men are not approaching them.
Look, they know why. How is she going to be able to get a man worth being with? Because she has plenty of guys in her DMs when she's insulting men at the same time. Oh, he won't be afraid, and he won't. Enjoy being single. Get some cats, right? You know what I mean? And try to make sure you get yourself into an old folks home whenever you get a little bit older, because those cats are going to devour your lips. You know what I'm saying? When you pass away. Gotta move on.
Them like we used to back in the day. A lot of these guys are just tired of being traditional for non-traditional women.
Okay, why successful women are single. And no, it is not because they're intimidated of you. I feel like that's an excuse. A lot of times successful women want to find a man who makes just as much money as her, if not more. And they won't consider anybody who makes less money than her. Now, the issue is the men who make more money than her do not want someone, like, they don't care about a woman's success. The men who make more money than her literally want an Instagram model. I have seen that men tend to go for looks first and foremost. The richer the man, the prettier the girl. In general, of course, do not come for me. Okay? Don't come for me. I have seen instances in where the man is more attractive than the wife was when they met when they were a lot younger, and the man did not earn a lot of money and he wasn't successful. In instances where the man is successful, he has a lot of options, so he usually chooses for a pretty wife. Again, you guys are gonna come for me. There's always exceptions to every rule.
And look, guys, that is a shame that she got to keep saying that, because she knows her
Yep.
former feminist sisterhood
They're
is
gonna
going to
come
come
for
for her. And she's trying to help these ladies right.
And see, this is what happens with a lot of women that want to help those women, and you'll see it in other content creators. They'll try to bring up something positive about men, but they gotta always, give a disclaimer. But women can too. But ladies, y'all mentioning men, but y'all can also be in masculine energy. They gotta always pander to these sensitive sisterhood females that need for somebody to coddle them and pat them on and rub them on the back. And it's okay. It's all right. It was all him. Yeah, girl, it was all him. Man, I don't even know how women even deal with that sisterhood of pandering to each other while attacking everybody else. Man, if you talk about projection, man, but they can't even give them any good information. And again, like she said, women that make really good money and that are super successful want a better guy than them, or whatever, on at least the same level. The guy on the same level or better than them don't want them. Their energy is all messed up from all that they had to do to get where they're at.
Now, giving them good advice.
Okay, so my advice for successful women who have trouble dating is to open up your mind and look for somebody who could be like a stay-at-home dad. The women I know who are very successful most likely are either one, single, divorced, or two, they have a stay-at-home dad type, or three, they're business partners together. The business partners together, though, happened before they were both successful. Now, the issue with successful women and long-term relationships and marriages is a lot of them do not put up with BS. So when they find a guy who is just as successful as them, and the guy philanders, cheats, or does BS, the successful woman, because...
That's a lie. I'm not even going to listen to it. Not even going to let her finish. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That is a lie. These women are barely able to get a man. You think they're going to be over here doing this, what this goofy's talking about, who ain't got a man? You see how that ego got to always get ahead of things because they don't want to come off weak? That's why you don't have a man. You're too GMO masculine and you're worried about how you come across so that you don't seem weak. Instead of putting the facts out there accordingly, there are way less successful men, you know, I'm not saying than women, but than other men, period. And finding a good man for a woman is hard enough with there being twice as many women. So if you're in that pool of super successful people and you think that what she's talking about, some cheating, and no, it's not going to work out like that. A little bit of cheating, no, it's going to take a lot. And even then, so don't listen to this stuff. She don't even have a man to even speak on this. This is assumptions that she's making and projecting. This is her perspective. It's not even a good one.
Because she has like so much independence, she literally walks away, and she could. I mean, you think about Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? Like Jay-Z and
Shut up, lady. That's not true.
When he was here with us, because that's who she sound like. But that's all.
Jay-Z and Beyonce, if you look at them, Beyonce does not look that happy. And she does not walk away. And you can tell that Jay-Z looks a lot happier. And she's not going to go nowhere. So that was a lie. Again, what she wants to believe when she sees Beyonce on stage, that Beyonce is not the same Beyonce at that house. Y'all's Queen Bee is not the same one at that house. You know what I'm saying? It's Queen Bee out there on stage, but it's King J at that house. Fuck out of here.
That's all I got in this video. You guys.
Okay, look, y'all, let me tell you something. We're not approaching them anymore, period. Now, if you're still approaching, salute to you. Get ready to catch a charge. For the rest of us, we're not going to sit here and hope that we are the Chad or Tyrone that she thinks is attractive enough to accept the approach. You approach a woman nowadays, you could catch anything. You catch a charge, you catch anything, man. You know what I'm saying? You could get put on one of the social media platforms being a creeper. So it's just not even worth it. Let them sit there and act like they don't know what's going on. Let them sit there and act like they're so special that we're noticing them out of the crowd when all women go for the same look and they all look the same. If they don't want to approach you, they're not worth your time. Rejection is God's protection. You know what? Non-approach is God's protection. You know, an arrogant, egotistical woman who thinks that every guy that sees her or looks her way should approach her, you know what I'm saying, is not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Is part of God's protection. All right? Peace, love, and light, y'all. Be back with another one later on today. Love y'all.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.